Hi, this is Krennerite. This is a guardian farm. Portal-based guardian farms are the most powerful XP farms you can make on a public server with a low mob cap. Let's go back a few days and I'll show you how I built this. I'm playing on lifestealsmp.com. It's a paper MC server with a spawn radius of 64 and a mob cap of 20. Once you find your ocean monument, the first thing you want to do is build a little shelter. This will serve as a base of operations during the build. You'll notice I just got mining fatigue. Elder Guardians give players mining fatigue every 60 seconds within 50 blocks. So the first thing we're going to want to do is take out the Elder Guardians. I've brought a lot of supplies, including potions of water breathing and invisibility. Because we're going to be using invisibility, we can only wear one piece of armor and still be invisible. So I'm going to choose my Depth Strider boots for this mission. In order to break in, we're going to use TNT, so we'll bring some building blocks and redstone to ignite, get our potions, and I'm noticing it's gotten dark here, so I want to build a quick little roof to avoid being harassed by phantoms. Alright, let's go. So we're going to use TNT to blow a hole in the walls here. There are 3 Elder Guardians, 2 in each wing down here. Let's get this guy first. So place your TNT like that, building blocks around it to sort of shape the charge, and use redstone to ignite the TNT. There we go. And here's our guy. He is not going to attack us, he can't see us, so just sword away at him until he's dead. You'll get a little thorns damage back, but it won't be much. I'm not worrying. Only one piece of armor and not losing any hearts. Alright, he dropped a sponge. That's predictable. He's got a 20% chance of dropping a smithing template of tied armor trim. And it looks like we did not get lucky this time. I'm turning on hitbox just to make sure I don't miss it accidentally. But no, we didn't get one. Alright, to the next one. So same thing. TNT, building blocks, and redstone. And we got another sponge, but no smithing template. Alright, last chance. The final one is up here. Same way you get in. TNT, building blocks, redstone. Okay. 3 sponges, no templates. That's okay. That's not what we're here for. Next, we are going to mine down the monument. That means we're going to break every block that's not the base. Put away what we don't need. Let's get rid of our mining fatigue by drinking some milk. I'm going to need a good pick. I've gotten both my fortune pick and my silk touch pick. But really, I'm just going to use my silk touch pick. That way I'll get sea lanterns. Alright, I need a lot of potions because I'm going to be down there for a while. So I don't want to have to come back every time. Alright, let's go. This is too slow. If you can, I highly recommend you build a beacon. Activate Haste 2 by placing an ingot here and clicking on the 2 picks. Now let's see how this does. Oh yeah, that's much better. I didn't show it, but I've also switched out the one piece of armor I'm wearing. Now I'm wearing my Aqua Affinity helmet, trading swimming speed for mining speed. With invisibility, the Guardians will not bother you, and you just go about your mining. You may want to turn on full bright, and just mine the whole thing down. Just keep mining until all your mining is done. There, that didn't take long. Okay, now we want to build a box. So let's switch back to Depth Strider for good swimming abilities. And grab a bunch of the blocks we've collected. First thing is to fix the floor. So the way this farm is going to work is we're going to have soul sand on the bottom. And that'll push the Guardians up to the surface very quickly. They're going to be pushed through a layer of scaffolding that'll be right at the sea level. And then they're going to bounce around on that scaffolding until they bounce into a portal. So we're going to have a lot of portals, we're going to have a lot of scaffolding, and a lot of soul sand. The reason we build this box is because we don't want any of them getting away. On a low mobcap server, you kind of want to aim for perfection and not letting any guardians get away or get stuck. Alright, so here's the first portal frame we're going to make. It's right at sea level, and I'll show you how we support the scaffolding that'll be between each portal frame. So from one block below the frame, you can place a scaffold like that, and then you can shift click on the side of it. I try to do that in the water, but I always fail. So shift click on the side of it and it'll come out, and then click on the block above it and it'll come up. And now you can go out 5 more for a total of 6 blocks from this corner position. And similarly, you can do 4, 3, 2, 1. That is how far you can support scaffolding from that one scaffold support that's in the wall. And so this will be the basis of our sections. So at the edge of this section, 6 blocks away, we're going to build another wall and another portal. Now again, the reason we don't just build the portals and leave them unsupported is because guardians will get stuck under the portal, and we can't afford that. I've built this design on a server that had a mob cap of 5. And it was super critical that nothing gets stuck, because if one guardian got stuck in the farm, that just turned the mob cap to 4, basically. And so you lose 20% efficiency for every mob that gets stuck. So you really want to design this in a way that no matter what, if a guardian spawns in this monument, he is going to exit through a portal and exit quickly without any hesitation or delay. So I'm sort of laying out where my portals will be. It doesn't divide evenly, 58 and 7. So one of them is going to be a little bit bigger. Don't worry about that. As you're building your wall, leave a block between the top of the wall and the bottom of the portal frame. I'm using obsidian as my building blocks just because I have tons of them. But these walls can be any building block you have. Obviously, this is the portal frame base. It must be made of obsidian. Alright, and we've left that space between them because we need to place more support scaffolds. And it's easy if we have flexibility when we're doing this. So we know we can go 6 across, so we go to where the first full width row would be, place the scaffolding support. I'm coming out on both sides because we're going to do the second section as a mirror of the first section. And we'll see, yeah, we can go just across that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 perfectly. 4, 3, 2, 1. This is perfect. So we're just going to continue this pattern down this way. You can see if you try to go farther than you're allowed to, the scaffolding will fall off the edge there. And when that happens, it goes down to the very bottom and just sort of places itself on the bottom. You can ignore these for the most part. I'm going to pick it up right now. But really what'll happen is as you're building this farm, you'll end up dropping a number of those. And you can just leave them down there till the last step, which is when we place the soul sand on the bottom. You can clean them up. So again, from this side now. And it looks like I'm down to my last one. I need to get a lot more scaffolding. You will need most of 2 shulkers worth of scaffolding to do this. I like to always keep potions in my hotbar because it's easy to get distracted and forget to drink your potions, and then all of a sudden you're getting shot at by guardians and you want to drink up fast. So I want you to sort of just watch as this pattern repeats itself on either side. It's the most efficient way to support all the scaffolding, but there's no really wrong way to do it. As long as there's no solid block that'll prevent a guardian from coming all the way to the top quickly. And you're always going to end on an odd ending. Just sort of figure out how to end it. Like I said, there's no right or wrong way to do it, but just a way that works. So it looks like I just need 1 support there, and we'll be done. Oops. Okay, this is the first section done. Do all of them just like that. And when you're done, don't forget to go back and fill in that space between the top of the wall and the bottom of the portal, so there's no place for a guardian to get stuck. All right, let's build our first portal. The maximum dimension of a portal is 21 blocks on the inside, if you measure on the inside. We've got 58 blocks wide to cover, so we're going to have to build 3 portals total. I want the one in the middle to be as wide as possible, the full 21 blocks wide. So I count in about 20 blocks, place a block there, and then do exactly 21 blocks so that the middle one is full width. There's no right or no perfect way to do this, so don't stress about it too much. As long as all 3 light up, you're good to go. Okay, now let's go to the nether and build the killing room in the nether. I'm going to have to turn on coordinates, but I'll censor it for you guys, sorry. And so I'm going to write down the exact center of my portal. And then, of course, I'm going to divide the X and Z by 8 and write that number down too. That's where I want to build the portal in the nether for the farm. All right, it looks like we're ready. Let's go through. And what do we have? Nether wastes biome. I see lava falling. That's a good sign. That means we're on fresh trunks. It really looks like we're over a lava lake here, which is not great. So I think building at the bottom of the world is not going to be an option here, so we'll build it up there at the top. So let's mine down this portal and make our way to the top to our coordinates where the portal farm should be. And I like to do this at the very, if I'm building at the top, I like to build it at the very, very top. As high as I can make that portal. So I'm at the right coordinates. I'm carving out the space for the portal here. Okay, and I didn't bring everything I need for this part of the build, so let's go back through. One, to test the portal, but also to pick up some extra supplies. So I'm going to need things like glass and wood and chests and maybe some hoppers. So I grab a bunch of supplies and let's go back. Let you look at it once more. I confess I did pause the game and go back to my base and get some stuff I forgot to bring. Okay, so I want to, that's where we came from. I want to put the drop chute on the other side of this portal. So let's go mine a little room behind it. And we're going to drop the guardians down a chute, and that's build that right there. And then I'm going to crawl down here very carefully because we're over a lava lake. First I need to make sure we know the exact Y level of the portal. So it's at 120. So a guardian can fall 33 blocks and survive, 34 blocks and he'll be dead. So we want to drop him down to level 87 where we'll sword them. So I want to be standing on 86. So I want to get down and build a platform under this portal at level 86. And you can tell I'm being very careful because I know what's below me. Yep. Alright, let's see if we can look around just a bit. Let's look on the other one. Yeah, so there's this little outcropping I noticed to our north here. And we're going to jump down onto that and then bridge off that. Oops. Yep, that happens. Let me fill in the floor here while I deal with the lava situation. It's right here. I think I got it. Yep. Alright, that's looking good. Let's go 2 more blocks. Perfect. Alright, we can go back with scaffold if we need to. Alright, so I'm at 93. I need to go down to 86, and I don't want to do it off that edge. I find a way down behind, and I tunnel through. I want to make sure we can get up and down. Alright, now I need to bridge out until we're right under the portal, and then we need to carve the drop chute all the way down to the farm. So by the numbers, it should be right there. So I'm tunneling up to the portal. Perfect. And then let's widen this by 1 block. And here I want to build sort of a glass tube that the guardians will fall down. It's awkward getting started. Once I get it going, it's quick work. All right, and let's put 2 hoppers down here. Let's bring the chute all the way to them. And let's put some slabs over those hoppers. A guardian can fit through a 1x1 hole, so we're not safe without slabs there. Okay. The bottom here, this is ready to receive guardians, but the top is not. We need to build a box to sort of enclose the portal to force anything that comes through to come down this chute. So let's go up and do that. There's a little bit of a fall hazard here. Let's clean this up. Okay, let's open up a little and place some glass here. And I also want to use this portal as a player portal, so I'm going to put a door against the portal. Guardians cannot open doors, I'm pretty sure. So we have to place it from inside here quickly. Nice. Okay. Yeah, this is now ready to receive guardians. So let's go back and finish our farm. Alright, let's finish the portals. We've got a lot of portals to build. So let's fill up our inventory with obsidian, make sure our potions are ready. And we're going to do portals on the sides here too, just because there's no way out from this farm except through the nether. So build all the portals and light them all up. Nice. And we're getting some piglins spawning in. That's just the fact of life. Don't worry about them. Alright, let's work on the AFK platform. So I want to build a little glass platform for my alt to stand and cause the spawning to happen in the overworld while I am in the nether slaying the guardian. So go to the center of the farm and tower up. You want your AFK spot to be at level 90. 90 is the right number for a server with a spawn radius of 64. If your server's spawn radius is different, and you should do some testing to know it for sure, you'll need to adjust this height. So if your spawn radius is 56, 8 blocks less, then you need to be 8 blocks lower at 82. If your spawn radius is higher, you need to be higher by the same number. Anyways, but for 64, the height you want to AFK at is 90. So I scaffolded up to 89, and then I added a little platform, put some slabs overhead to prevent phantoms from killing your AFK player. And then I like to go 2 more blocks just to make it an easy elytra approach. Alright, looks like I missed a little spot there, so I'm going to break the scaffold tower, go finish this part I missed. Okay, now for the very last part, we place the soul sand. You will need almost 2 shulkers of soul sand to do this. This is boring, but it's got to be done. So just place the soul sand on the bottom. You may want to turn on full bright. Mind your potions, and it'll be done before you know it. You want to be careful that you don't leave a hole. You will not be able to swim to that hole easily. So just do it in rows. And before you know it, you're done. Okay, so this farm is technically done. I want to sort of inspect it. I see them jumping and going into portals. That's a good sign. Let's go to the AFK platform and take a look. This will not only show you clearly how the farm works, but this is also when I would recommend you bring in your alt account or have your friend TPA to you if you're going to use a buddy system to run this farm. It is a 2-player farm. There's no way around that. That, by the way, is how much soul sand you don't need after 2 shulkers full. All right, so let's get my elytra on and fly up to the AFK point and take a look. This looks really good. I'm seeing in every section guardians popping up, jumping around, and going into portals. So I'm going to call this done. Let's go to the Nether and see what our rates look like. All right, let's go through our door. Now, what I just did there would not work in a vanilla server, so don't do this. In a vanilla server, if something goes through a portal that's not loaded, it gets held there, and then when you go through the portal, it all comes through. So if I had tried that on a vanilla server, I would have been met by angry guardians trying to kill me. But on a paper server, they just destroy any objects that go through a portal that's not loaded on both sides. So, all right, let's turn the farm on. And yeah. Well, the good news is the farm works. This is a really good rate. I'm not getting XP because I'm not killing them because they're dying, which means they're falling too far. I don't know why the math didn't work, but we need to raise the bottom here so they don't die when they land. So let's stop the farm and raise everything by 1 block. I suspect the reason the math didn't work was because the guardians sort of leap from the portal, and that maybe gives them an extra block of fall distance compared to the base of the portal frame. Either way, let's just raise the platform until it works. Still dying. Let's try it again. I'm just gonna move these slabs as a quick test. Alright, let's start the farm. Nice. Alright, let's go. We're in business. Okay, that's the correct height. Like I said, I don't know why, according to the wiki, the numbers don't work perfectly. But trial and error always solves the problem, so don't worry about it. I'm gonna need to kill these guys. So let's, I think I can safely break these 2 pieces of glass. And then just sword them. And yeah, so I'm not wearing all of my armor. I've only got my boots on. And I'm getting a lot of knockback and a lot of damage. So definitely wear full armor when you run this farm. Now would be a good time to try to make this safe. You're going to want to enclose your whole operation here so that gas doesn't come along and ruin all your hard work. I'm focusing on safety here. I'm going to just enclose it quick and dirty, and then I'll come back and make it pretty. Alright, here's the final result. I actually ran the farm a while to generate all the blocks that I used to then decorate it nicely. All that's left to do is give you a proper demonstration to sort of test this guy out. Okay, so as you can see, my XP is as close to 0 as I could get it without killing myself. Let's start the farm, and let's run a timer from the time we see the first guardian until I reach XP level 30, and we'll see how quick it is. 3 seconds to level 7, I like that. 9 seconds to level 17, this is nice. I think I lost a few to entity cramming there, but we're still making great progress. And there we go. Level 31 reached in 29 seconds. This is good. This is really good. I mean, this is good on vanilla Minecraft. On a public SMP with a low mob cap, this is outstanding. That's all I got. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.